A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, I'm going to be talking about a communication situation that the DM and DF are realizing that they need to handle and they need to take care of. Communication is the biggest block, one of the biggest block in the twin flame ascension journey. Why? Because this is the one thing that the twin flame, when they were children, they did not get it. The proper communication. They never knew what is the right type of communication. They never knew. They were never given these basic skills on how to deal with someone you love, how to deal with someone who's your partner, because they never really had the concept of partnership. It was always about making efforts, constantly pleasing. Needless to say that whether it's a masculine or feminine energy, if you go higher in this journey, okay, I know everybody is talking about what happens in separation, what happens in this and that, like all sob stories. What is the energy right now? This is an energy update for all those people who have been working on the twin flame ascension journey for a good amount of time and they have dedicated themselves to this path. But what is the path? Only those who have gone to higher stages, they understand what the real message is, what the real path is. The real path is not about showing off your commitment to other people, that you're committed, showing it off. There is one thing to share and there is one thing to show off. You should never show off a relationship in a short span of time, short period of time. This is what the guidance is saying. The guidance says that wait for that relationship to flourish. Wait to have so many photographs together, so many moments together, that when finally you are like, I'm going to share it, I'm not going to show it off, then you bring it out for the world. The world does not need a proof of your love. The world does not need some kind of a validation stamp from some kind of a institution is given to you. And here is the stamp and this means this and this means that. Basically, it means that you are committed under a certain authority. But love makes you free. True loves, lovers, true lovies, two babies of the universe, the universal mothers, two little babies. So many babies are there, right? Everybody is a baby actually, but they don't get the right type of babying. Either they get it too much or they don't get it at all. Too less and too much both fall under the extreme categories. This creates a problem in the child as the child cannot express fully. The child cannot, he doesn't know, she doesn't know the difference between healthy communication and toxic communication. In some of the cases, this is what I'm being told for this session, that this needs to go out. What needs to be relayed is that some of the people, they are not like extremely damaged. That's a good part. Okay. They are damaged in certain areas and departments. If they can fix that, because they have a nice side, they have a kind side, they have a side which is full of potentials, positive energy, empathy, understanding, being there for people. What goes wrong then? They just don't know how much and how less, because they are in extreme category, right? And even in opposite polarity, they will mirror that only. Whatever is there, they will mirror that. So how does this communication get solved? This communication needs healing. It needs time. It needs the right type of professional attitude and personal attitude towards it. Why are they so damaged? That's the question one needs to ask. What type of feeling creates damaged goods? All of them are good actually. All of them are okay. They are fine. They are perfectly imperfect, maybe whatever, but they are not scared to be themselves. They are authentic people. And they are not authentic in the selfish domain. They are selfless and authentic, but they don't know how to communicate. These are the things that one needs to think about when they get into a mode of taking help, hand-holding, looking around for information. When they research, they need to ask, what damages people? What damages human beings? What damages the masculine and the feminine energy? What creates problems in the circuits? We have a central nervous system, CNS system in our body. Okay. What is it connected to? Have you ever thought about? What is it giving energy to? Where is it going? What are the circuits connected to? It just can't always be about, only the humanly activities. It has to be connected to your soul as well. And soul is not about doing. Soul is about being. Simply being. And people are all about doing. So somehow the twin flames learn how to not be, rather do. So they are not focused on being who they are, but they are more focused on doing things that validates who they are. Or at least they are trying very hard to get validation and approval and acceptance, trust. There's nothing wrong with me, I'm fine. There are other people like me too. They may be less and I may be quite different, or I may be like something that you can't fully understand, but you don't have to, because I don't want to fully understand you. Once you also stop trying to fully understand people all the time, because it's not needed all the time. You don't have to burn out your energy. You have to be natural at it. When you don't feel like doing something, don't do it. If you feel like doing something, do it. And when you do it, you don't do it. You let it happen. It should be natural. In the last 2 love letters that I've shared, in one of them especially, the one which is about harmonization, you can see how the masculine is able to understand and see. He's not the one who's saying, I want this, I want this, I want this. He's the one who's saying, I'll give this, I offer this. He's very much interested, it's like, and he's not making any confusion about it. He's very clear in his approach. He says, choose me. Choose the worthiest man, and I wish I could be the worthiest man. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not the worthiest man. Maybe I know that. But I'm trying and I'm making efforts. Or I'm just trying to work on myself so that I can be, worthy for you. Because when I look at you, I get a certain idea about you. So this is a very healthy communication. This is a communication where the blocks are being removed. There is nothing blockaging or blocking the flow of certain emotions. It's not always about getting intimate, in a bed. It's more about getting intimate as a person. You need to bond with people. You need to bond with each other. The relationships, which are without love and understanding, and it's not like they don't happen. There are so many people who get into relationships where they don't agree with one another. They are not the same people at the core. Only the exterior stuff is matching. Only the social elements are matching. Only the sexual needs are matching. Only the word would be companionship. But if the companionship is toxic, if the companionship is not supportive, if the companionship is not clear enough, loving, kind, you're kind to another person. When you love another person, you're kind to them. You're not just showing it off. You're not just telling people that, yes, I'm happy, look at me, I'm a wonderful man. Some people have actually started sharing their romantic pictures and saying that, hey, if you want a romantic man like this, a hot, sexy, good-looking man, And the man they're standing with is like a model. He's literally like a model, like a photo shoot kind of a picture. More pictures like that are shared. And then you can join this course and get a man like this. It's not about getting a man who's just physically appealing. And within less than year or two, or maybe 3-4 years, I would say, a girl should know a person, as a friend first. She should have had enough time to observe a man. The man should not always be catched in a romantic zone. It's not necessary the first time you meet him, everything has to happen right there and then. Maybe he's with a group of friends, maybe he's with someone else, maybe you're with someone else, you just meet up, you talk, you become friends. You have a human connection with each other first. Because first you need to have a human connection with each other. Only then you can think like, okay, can I also see this person in a different way? Like more of, like a man-woman relationship, like a partnership relationship. Like, I've seen his worst also. I've seen his like stupid side also. I have given him advice and he trusts me, he trusts me. He knows me that well. Say for example, if like for whatever reason there was not much communication happening in between, then too, you can pick it up if you have a human connection, because you know that you both care for each other as human beings. And that quality you reflect with other people too. But something different is brewing over here, and it's not bad, because with somebody you will have that kind of chemistry, which is very pure and genuine, and yet you have some kind of attraction going on between you. Some kind of mischief is going on, some kind of fun activities going on, giggles, laughs, smiles, You're so comfortable and you're naturally comfortable. Like with some people, we just get along with them so much. We can talk to them, we can sing with them, we can just be ourselves, we can be in our pajamas or we can be in our party dresses with them. We are just so, like they know us and we know them and we don't judge them. Even if we judge them on bad days, we know that, okay, it's like I support this person and this person supports me. They understand me and I understand them, so it's okay. Like not all days are going to be perfect, and they accept you at that time also. If that person has seen you without makeup, if that person has seen you not dressed up like a dude, I'm talking for both genders right now, okay? If you like a girl, you forget about liking her. You've seen her without makeup and she's okay. You've seen her with makeup, that's okay. You've seen her dressed up, you've seen her not dressed up. You've seen her probably at times when she's, just woke up in the morning. So there is some episode can happen like that, It's not always like girlfriend-boyfriend material thing is going on from the very beginning. Those are the right places to be in. You got to know a person first, If you meet someone, say you talk to someone online and within a week or within 10 days you want to meet up that person, that's not healthy according to me. Why should you meet someone so fast? And it's a time of social media. It's of a time when you have Facebook, Instagram, you have the WhatsApp, you can make video calls. You can, explore a person's real side first. And as you get to know them, then, you start thinking like, okay, and you should not be just stuck up on one person like an obsessed lover. You give them space, maybe they have someone in their life when they meet you. Maybe they're dating someone. You're dating someone, and you just happen to meet somewhere in the middle and you both are loyal. How do you know that? I'll tell you what's the best way to know a man is loyal or not, or a woman is loyal or not in today's time. If they're dating someone else and they meet you in between, do they flirt with you? Do they check you out? Do they look at you? You feel like, they are looking at me more than a friend. It's not a right person then, because he or she is not loyal to that person, to someone who they are with at that point in time. They can see you as a friend, and that's why I said it should be a human connection first. They should see you, they should get to know you. You can hang out, like you can be in a group setup or whatever, however God decides to make you meet. There are people nowadays, they meet even in gaming groups or spiritual groups, where they just, randomly they like the post of a person and then, It's not crowded. It's not like all, flashy, a lot of followers. No, it's like regular. It can start from there, and gradually as you grow and explore, you grow your community and they grow their community too. You can see there's a substantial amount of difference, in how they were how you were also when you met. You have grown and that person has also grown. That person is not like the same person how he used to be 4-5 years back, or how she used to be. Like, she's still the same. She's still weird. She's still not mature. She's still, like, maturity is not always about age. Some people who are in their teenage can be damn mature as well, And at any age group, people can be mature. They can be mature at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever. But there has to be a growth. If there's no growth happening, then something is wrong somewhere. You can't always be like cranky and weird and demanding. Growing up is actually about being more childlike, which means you trust the universe even more. You don't go and pester people, basically. You find ways, you find solution, you have a spiritual connection with the angels, you believe in something. Something is out there, to have my back. And I should share it. If I get it, I should share it. Both of them reach to that point where they can see each other's, not just the flaws, also like a continuation of growth. Both of you can see that in each other. Like, this person is not the same. Earlier he used to be like so desperate, or earlier he used to be little bit pessimistic. Earlier he used to not have so much faith. But you see, in 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, this person is studying, growing. Maybe he's getting out of some toxic relationship and you do the same. So you both have some common points to discuss with each other. You both can share, yeah, this happened with me, that happened with me. In fact, with good friends, and if real friends you make, it happens naturally. Even in friendships, you can see, like with your friend, you can so easily talk about your relationships, what happened in the past, what didn't work out. If you are in one, then this is happening with me. And you can, like, without acting weird, like, there are some people who constantly talk about their boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, some way or the other, they'll bring that person in the conversation, and then it will be too much about them only. How they feel, how they are, how the boyfriend is, how the girlfriend is, blah, blah, blah. So it can bore other people, sometimes. Like, what the hell, man? Can we talk about something better or something else? It's not always about being mushy and talking about all your love life. Like, it's not even talking then, it's show off. How I had started this channeling in the very beginning. So don't go by those relationship dynamics, okay? Your relationship has to be a bit private also sometimes. You don't have to like bring in the whole world into it, but it has to be very strong. Like, you need to have common things to discuss. If you don't have anything common to discuss, then hey, like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? Think about it, You need to have some common interest, or at least something you bond on, something you bond over. You talk about nature, you talk about like art, you talk about something, like love also. Sometimes you talk about love and relationships. You talk about movies, you watch some shows, you read poetry. Like, you're doing something, you're saving animals, or if not saving, you just love animals, You're working on your health, personality, and you want to make a beautiful family, you want to make a beautiful life. At the same time, you understand that, this person is on a mission. Like, especially if there's a twin flame and they find a mirror who is harmonious towards them, then that mirror has to know these things. Otherwise, what the hell are you doing, there? If you don't even understand that who this person is. Same goes for the feminine, She needs to know that this masculine, this person with me, around me, is like this, is like that. I can share this, I can share that. So she needs to know him better over a period of time, That's why we have these experiences, good and bad experiences, so that we can make like comparison on who is a worthy person for me, who suits me the best. We can do that also. And sometimes you meet that person, at that time they could not be in their best. Like, some people say, if you meet right people at the wrong time, they were never right for you. Okay, but what if they change? What if they become a better person, just like you? Then they're no longer the same wrong person that you met, right? So this is the message of this channeling session. For your personal situation, you can check out the description box And if you are wanting to work, you can check out the therapy options which help you to clear the blocks, clear the areas. Some kind of work needs to be done over there. Cleaning needs to be done. The energy needs to be renewed. So you want to work on yourself. You want to clear your energies. You want to be a better person. You also want to be a better person because that's why you're here. To ascend higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And then only you can understand what true love really is. Like, what is true love? What is connection? What is understanding? What is kindness? What is support? What is acceptance? So important, acceptance and support. So important. If we see too many bad things in other people, where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? We need to look within. And for that, we need to work on ourselves. We need to be willing to work on ourselves to make this whole thing happen, to make it possible. So yeah, do write to me if you are in the zone of therapy or reading. However, the disclaimer is, kindly do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me, please. That's a request, because we want a very authentic and honest live channeling session. We want to do it live, that too personally, person on person, one-on-one. So we don't have anything coming from the mails or coming, the details are coming and this is coming and that is coming. Where I need the details, I will ask you for the details. Okay? So keep doing the inner work, keep focusing on yourself. One love and peace out.